Talking about Alejandro Galeno, the director, he was like a pizza with no cheese or a fish without a tail.
There was a sense of excitement in his voice when he said he was going to make a movie. But I had already told him I didn't want to be in the film.
By the end of production, I just couldn't stand the sight or sound of that bastard.
The way I came to act in his film was he rang me up, said, "Hey, want to come to a party?" So I show up, and I find out the party is actually a film shoot. Alejandro asked me to please act in his movie, and he said his actress just dropped out and that he hates working with actors. I said, "Okay, where's the script?" He said there was no script. He kept saying, "Oh, you'll do fine," and that he had to find his DP. I also could have sworn that I heard him say, "I'm f***ed."
I actually started off as the craft service person on set, and then Alejandro asked me to be the camera guy, and I told him I don't know the first thing about working with a camera. So then I'm kind of looking at the camera, and I asked Alejandro, what exactly is an f-stop? And then he just said nothing and walked away saying, "Oh God, I'm f***ed." I remember that there was a lot of tension on the set, especially when it came to what was served at the craft service table. Alejandro surprised us when he brought booze, spinach, corn pops, and dietary hummus.
Ham or something? What the hell?
I remember Tyler yelling, "Who the f*** eats dietary hummus?" And Alejandro told him, "Oh, it's full of iron."
It's funny, because as Tyler walked away, Alejandro started ranting again about how much he hates actors.
We were getting the first shot set up, and Alejandro decided to take a few drinks to calm himself down. He had gotten so drunk and panicked by the lights that he thought aliens were landing. After about an hour, Alejandro felt as if he was able to shoot, so he did.
To be directed by Alejandro was less than inspiring because all he would do was yell, "I don't like it," or "Do it faster!"
Man, you suck. You're the worst fuck.
It got to the point where Tyler got really confrontational with Alejandro, and Alejandro just slugged him. Tyler walked off, and Alejandro just got a replacement for the film.
He must have seen how in trouble he was at that point with what he was getting on film. He ran away and kept yelling about how he was a failure at directing and about how he was a washed-up, no-talent director and that he should have quit a long time ago. I told him to do it for the same reason he came to film school in the first place and forget everything else.
We all felt really bad for him and that we didn't want him to feel as if we were against him and that he should feel comfortable in what he was doing. After a few minutes, we finally convinced him to keep going.
I think at that point, he told us that he'll give it one last shot. After the film was finally done, it was a disaster.
He was basically the laughingstock at school. It wasn't until I had lunch with Alejandro a few days ago that he told me that he couldn't be more proud of it and that he couldn't wait for the next project. I asked, why continue? And he said, it's like Bob Dylan said, people seldom do what they believe in. They only do what is convenient and they repent. He also said, and even though I hate actors and I may be royally f***ed, I still love and believe in film.